Hello, good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, good morning, all the participants. Thank you very much for joining. We'll be starting soon. Yes, Payal, are you there? Payal. Um,
Yes, sir, I'm there.
okay, thank you. Yes, Payal, please start.
Good morning to one and all present here. My name is Payal Dalal, and I welcome you all to the fifth edition of online short-term course Legal Aid and Aided Laws, organized by Pro Bono India in collaboration with Pro Bono Club JNLU Gandhinagar. Today is the second day of this short-term course. Today's topic is legal aid in India, its issues, challenges, and legislations. It is my utmost privilege to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Kalpeshkumar Gupta, founder of Pro Bono India, Legal Startups, Court Managements in India, Law Teacher India, which are India's first of its kind platforms in India. We are honored to have Dr. Kalpesh Kumar Gupta with us today to share his invaluable insights on legal aid in India. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Payal. So for kind introduction. So good morning, all the participants. Thank you very much for joining this Sunday. So today, sorry, yesterday I dropped couple of two, three poll in our WhatsApp group. So I asked question like, for example, like, have you studied legal aid? Yes, it's a part of law school curriculum. So, can anybody tell me how you studied or you came across this legal aid in your curriculum? I'm not talking about the activities that you have done, but in curriculum. Can anybody share your experience? What kind of? Yes, please.
So this is Dr. Anil Singh, and we in our fifth semester of 3 years LLB course have this ADR program. In this subject, we have one of the unit component is legal aid into that. So that is how we take up legal aid activity apart as a part of this curriculum into that, sir. So
Okay. So,
introduce the students to this free legal aid service. It is also mandated by the BCI to have every legal education to have a legal aid center, free legal aid center into its campus. So we do have, and we have a register kept over there, and as and when litigants or persons drop
so
in,
which college, sir?
Bhaskar Law College, Moinabad, Hyderabad, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much. So this is the one of way. Yes, I would like to share the experience. Like I could see around 122 they responded. 70 they said yes, it was part of curriculum they studied, and 52 said no. Maybe they may be first year, second year, initial age of law school, or maybe 12. Yes, please. Abhishek Thakur. Yes, I, yes,
Good
please. You
morning,
can
sir.
unmute yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good
Please,
morning,
please.
sir.
One by one.
Actually, we have studied legal aid in
Yes.
our jurisprudence subject. So we were taught regarding the how legal aid function and how it started through the various case laws like regarding the Hussainara Khatun, and also we were taught regarding the various provision mentioned in the constitution regarding the legal aid like Article 14, 20, 21, 39A, and also the provision of CRPC.
Upon CFA. Okay, so jurisprudence. So again, it's I would say somewhat different approach. Like jurisprudence, you got the
Yes,
chance
sir.
to
Yes,
learn
sir.
legal aid, topic. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes. Any other participants
Yeah,
would like to share their
good morning,
experience?
sir. This is Abhay,
Yeah.
assistant professor from Vigyan Institute of Law, Guntur. Sir, recently, with the
Yes. Yes.
inputs of Honorable Nal Sir, Vice Chancellor, sir, we have introduced a separate course on legal aid and access to justice, sir. So currently, we designed it in a way that it has 4 modules. One is regarding constitutional provisions. Second, NALSA Act, and regarding composition of state legal service authorities, central and district. Apart from that, we also included like consumer protection and legal aid, human rights and legal aid, that components also. And at last, second module, we have made it practical, like enrolling as paralegal volunteers, uh, doing legal awareness camps. We have legal aid clinic as well as pro bono club. So second part, we designed in a way to do practicals, like doing all the activities. So we have designed a separate course, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is a very. Yeah. Please. Please.
The yeah, coming academic year 25-20.
Okay. 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 No, it's a great. I would say that this kind of initiative really I wanted to listen for participants. So I met Rao sir at when he was vice chancellor in NLE Odisha, and then I came to know like this kind of topic, subject is there, and that was again it was in third year of 5 year course. The idea was to have like one students are in fifth year final. For example, there is no course for exam, right? If course is there, then where to like which where this particular post to be placed. That is also one of the question. So I remember he suggested like sir, we have PI and then paralegal volunteer. That was the name of, I don't exactly remember that particular course. Again, he initiated and also he help you to design this particular course. So again, it was in third year of law, 5 year in 5 year course, because when students are in final year, fourth or fifth year, so by that time they have decided where they want to go. Maybe like activities, for example, corporate or any other, like they may not be interested in the legal activities. So this is a great thing. Again, I could see three very unique responses. Like ADR, definitely I suggest, because everybody, every law schools or law teacher, they don't have luxury to include this legal aid part. So in ADR, definitely we should discuss rather than only focusing on arbitration, conciliation. So whatever legislation we have now we have mediation. So and then Abhishek, like stated, like in jurisprudence they are being taught. So it's a good like I'm nothing wrong and right. Whenever get the chance, faculty, let me tell you also, whenever sometimes what happens, we are teaching in third year, fourth year, we don't get chance to teach particular topics, because of a different kind of subject. But whenever I get chance personally, so I'll make sure I discuss those things in so most subject, let me tell you, we discuss, like in most of the subject you can have this kind of element, right? So yesterday also sir discussed about clinical legal education, that I'll be also discussing in a while, after getting some responses. Yes, please. Any other responses on this question? Legal in curriculum. I asked three questions. Yes, please. Anyone else? So Abhinav, right? Look, at least like compulsory, right? So that will be a compulsory course, if I'm not wrong. It's a compulsory course, Abhinav.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a compulsory course.
Compulsory.
We have
Okay,
chapter
okay.
under 3 to third
So
year, second semester. We have
okay, okay, great, great. So some of the law school, like there are elective paper. Like Nirma University, Institute of Law, Nirma University. So my student now is a faculty there. So he has been teaching for last couple of years. So PIL and then paralegal volunteering. So that's the name of that elective course. So last year was telling around 40, 50, around 50 students, they opted for this particular course. So that way, uh, maybe compulsion, maybe elective, maybe seminar course, or whatever subjects are there, you can include, discuss this part whenever you get the chance, having some module or having some session, like in particular. Yes, please. Anyone? I could see like a couple of, yeah. Yes, please. Any other responses?
Hello, sir.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Sir, what I actually think is whether AI can be a helpful tool in legal aid service. I mean, getting the AI in legal aid services, it can help the more. I mean, more clients or more of the one who are actually they need the grievances. Okay, so can AI can be a best tool in implementing in legal aid services, and even if we implement it, the first generation lawyer can help will be very grateful in handling that AI in legal aid services, so that they can provide the more like they have something in their hands. That's what I feel is.
No, definitely, definitely. Like, usage of technology, like tomorrow, our friend, resource person, our friend, she will be discussing really, use of technology in access to justice. Definitely, like this kind of, because different like initiative. I don't know. You might have heard called platform called Bhasini, right? So translation in the regional languages, and then other government platforms are also there. They're using AI, so it can reach out to masses. Like automatically queries there. So you put your query, you'll keep getting answers, right? By way of text, by way of audio also. So definitely it's a right. Again, mix of, I would say, we should not rely entirely upon the technology. There are even element also there in dealing with a certain situation. So definitely we have to use a different way, and then there are platforms, right? Initiated by government also, and various private player also. They are into the legal services, and obviously focusing on the legal aid part. Again, second question, like the question I have asked. So should legal aid made compulsory in law school, right? So this is the way, like Abhinav rightly stated, like compulsory paper, right? Yesterday participants discussed, like student, they have to do compulsory activity in their law schools, and then they're taking nominal fees for carrying out legal aid activities. I have not heard, I would say it's nothing, I would say nominal fees, because to have meet some basic expenses, running particularly cleaning. And you can see last 27 years, it's a great example running successfully, and the way, and this is the, I would say, I have uh, seen and heard Patil sir and Prasad sir from Salgaonkar Law College, Goa, on various occasions, and it's a great model for entire, because big law schools are, let me tell you, including National Law School also, they are not able to sustain, right? Some I've seen, because various reasons are there that we are not going to that particular reason. Now, last question before I start my presentation. Again, in like GNLU, like student, they have to do 20 hours pro bono spend. So every year, so total 100, like in 5 year course total. Himanshu, please mute your mic. So total 100 hours in a 5 year course, so 20 hours in a year. So it's compulsory. If you don't, they don't do, they won't get certificate, that degree certificate. So that is a way. So this is also like compulsion. I did small survey when I was in GNLU as a faculty. So I, 1 second, let me. I request in participants, please keep your mic muted. I don't want to mute all automatically. So please, whenever you get the chance, you can speak to me. Okay. So at that time, I floated a form, a Google form, asking the survey. So around 60 to 70, 60 to maybe like 65, they were okay with this compulsion. Another things, like must be aware about, when the CSR came, like corporate social responsibility, like in Companies Act 2013. So a lot of issues happen. Why should be compulsory? Should be like people should do for own, like own will. Nothing like compulsion should be there. So before that also, where many various companies, they were doing CSR activity, like 2% of net profit. There's a criteria you have to spend on CSR. So already they were doing, but again, sometimes compulsion also needed. So these are the great example, that like Abhinav and then other law schools also, I can see, maybe elective, maybe compulsion, maybe like a seminar course. That way, something can be done. Obviously other activities also can be added in that way, like getting a chance to teach, like is legal aid component, right, in ADR, or maybe any other, for example, or faculty member will teaching like in consumer, how legal aid can be helped. So there are the ways, like labor law, pick up any subject, I would say. 90 five of the subject, I would say 95% of the subject, you can have the clinical component, right, practical thing, right, legal aid component. So clinical, let me start with my presentation, and then you can share anything if you want right now, right? I just floated, I wanted to discuss what I, the poll I floated yesterday.
Good morning, sir. Hello.
Good morning, madam. Yes, please. Yes, madam, boliye.
Sir, just now you told me na, that about compulsion. If it is compulsion now, then we had tried this also. But then the councils are asking for reimbursement of expenses because expenses are involved. If it is compulsory. Now,
Okay,
on my
madam, sure,
will,
sir.
I am doing at my own will, na? Isn't it? That is seva. So we cannot claim for anything.
True, madam.
So it is like that,
True,
we
madam.
are
And
tried also. For 1 year we tried. We made it compulsory.
in
But
law
now
school, or okay, madam.
this thing, from Salgaonkar University, sir was there, na? Patil sir. He said na, that we are
Yes.
fees 600 rupees to meet the expenses. Expenses are there, sir. Without expenses, nothing can be done. But then it
No,
depends on
true, definitely.
you can spend. Without
Yes,
expenses, you
definitely.
can't
I
do
agree, ma'am.
anything in judiciary. जुडिशरी में कुछ नहीं होता बिना खर्चा किए खर्चा करना ही पड़ता है
True, ma'am.
and
Definitely. Sure,
paper
sure.
is there
Thank you.
stamp duty is there who's going to
Yeah,
pay
ma'am.
sometimes it is heavy sometimes beyond control sometimes our pocket also will not allow us to do it that
Yes,
is
ma'am.
why
Definitely.
compulsion is not there sir and
Sure,
that is
sure,
why
ma'am.
it is
Yeah.
not legal aid na sir
Yes,
okay
ma'am.
sir
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah,
thank you
thank
for
you.
giving me opportunity to speak thank you
Thank you. 1 second, ma'am. My 1 second. Am I audible? Visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yeah, yeah. Just a second. I'm just sharing my presentation.
So meanwhile, can I share my few views on it?
Yes, yes, yes. Please, 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 definitely. Yeah.
Very good morning, sir. I am Advocate Himanshu Trivedi, and I am practicing before Allahabad High Court. So basically, I feel that what Dr. Ruby just said, that expenses are also the main part of providing free legal aid. A basic thing is that expenses are there which a poor person cannot, handle. That is why this whole picture has come into place. So I feel that the directive principles, Article 13A talks about free legal aid, right? And the drafters of the constitution at that time would have felt that it cannot be made a fundamental right, because things that were, directory in nature and at that time could not be included in the fundamental rights of part 3 of the constitution were included in the directive principles, right? So I
True, true.
basically feel that a society, when it has to go forward and when it has to, compete with all world around, so first thing that has to be taken care of after socio and economic character is the legal position of the society. And as a part of that profession, such a noble profession, it also somewhere becomes a responsibility of all the legal professionals, the student, and very good work done by organization like yours. So we must come forward, and we can also just yesterday ma'am stated that when advocate is being elevated, so it can be a parameter that how much pro bono work that he has done.
Yeah, definitely. I just, yes, anything. Sorry, I have interrupted you.
No, please. So
Yeah, okay.
I was just trying to make a point that we have many ways to make money. I have been in practice for only 6 years, and I definitely feel that we can spare some of our time, few expenses that can help the society, and that will be our. You were just talking about the CSR, so that can be our social responsibility that we can give
Yeah, yeah,
towards the
definitely.
society.
So yesterday, like I was teaching in MBA last week, so I discussed like CSR, like okay, compulsion is there, but idea was there like you are having a company at particular place, you are having resources around that particular area, you are affecting that particular surrounding that particular region, right? So that is a way, and then there are a way. Let me tell you, people like for example, I am spending my right now my time entire activities right in other like so there is a way to contribute as a professional, as a judge, as a teacher, as a student also. Here you have to find out the way, do your best. That's it. That's my idea. Nothing like copying from someone else because or maybe following somebody's path. So that should not be there. But again, people are there. So let me sorry.
Sir, one more thing I want to add.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
agree with Himanshu, sir. And even yesterday's chat box I posted, in one village we conducted this awareness program of legal aid for these rural people. They are not aware. So, and even if we did role play on roadside, street role play, we had to spend some amount. We spent about 2,500 rupees. Then students who are doing role play, we gave them breakfast and some cold drink and tea break like that. No, we have to spend that much amount I can afford, not more than that, isn't it? But awareness was created. They were very happy to hear in their own regional language that what we are telling them. They were not aware at all. Like that role play, we can do it and we are doing it. Even for posters and all, we have to spend. And
Yeah,
some are
definitely, ma'am.
students, so they make their own this thing. And right now, from tomorrow onwards, we have already selected pro bono lawyers, and we are going to start a pro bono lawyership in Pune District Court and even Juvenile Court. I am there for last 14 years as a legal aid, free legal aid counsel. So we have come up with this step now. And from tomorrow, all these pro bono lawyers will be joining. and they will be working on these skills, awareness programs. But we
True,
are
Sir,
not
true,
I,
definitely.
charging anything, not a single rupee. No, but we are doing it, and all success stories are many, many, many.
No, true, definitely. Like, few consultation, awareness, it really changed a lot of things. So
sir,
that is the idea.
I have a view bit contradictory here, sir. Like that in our legal aid programs which we conducted, students themselves were very happy to spend. In fact, it was a student, some like in 3 years law course, we have many age groups people, well established people are also there. Some having good post positions and all. So they themselves
They,
organize such
they
programs
are
for
doing
legal.
like, yes, yes, yes. 3 years is a very good, example. They're senior,
We
maybe
hardly
40, 50 or.
three, four regulate camps we did. We hardly, from institutions perspective, only the transportation we have to bear for the student that too. Rest other things, even the food was also arranged by them, by the students themselves over there. So, and for also while involving, we also had these PG courses with us. So we involved the
Yes, sir.
PG advocates who are already there in PG courses with experience. We involved them into this program, and we made it, because since they are also part of the institution, they also did not felt anything, and they also without any charges and other thing they contributed to that, sir. This is one of the views, sir.
No,
Thank
sir,
you.
No,
that's a
I
great
agree with you, sir. And just this is my last point. I'll not interrupt Dr.
No,
Kalpesh.
no, sir. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I basically feel that we have to knock on the right doors, right? And we have to get this movement moving. So there are many people who are willing to do it. Just it is that we have to create such a atmosphere, such a ecosystem where such people are brought in, and we can do more and more free legal aid work.
Yeah, definitely. And then Dr. Anish rightly stated, like, we are not utilizing LLM student also,
Correct.
right? So we are thinking they are in academic, they will go, right? We should not disturb. Like, very few example are there, LLM students are involved. Like, we are just, focusing on UG student. Why? Because they are already advocates. They learn this sensibility, like, they may be joining academics, maybe judiciary or legal officer, or any other things they will. So it's a great thing, their experience. So you can appeal, let me tell you, you can convince them, but the percentage is, I would say, in decimal. LLM student doing legal age activities. So that's, we shouldn't encourage those things, right? And right, alumni also, we are not focusing on alumni, right? People, like, you can invite those things, so that way also involve them in particular in our legal age activities. Sorry, I'm facing trouble in sharing presentation. Let me join. Pile, are you there?
Sir, last point, no more interruptions.
Madam,
It is
madam,
all
may I
to handle police people. That is the main thing. Now we can do everything. Goody goody thing, language, everything we can speak, we can convince people, but very, very difficult to handle police.
I can help you with it.
Thank you, sir.
sorry, I'm joining in 1 minute. Just because I'm facing issue in sharing presentation. I'll be joining in 1 minute. Hello,
Yes,
Pile,
sir, you are audible.
Pile, make me host. Let me
Okay, sir.
become host. Yeah. Yes, Abhishek, I'm Shali. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Payal. Yeah. So thank you very much for this discussion. Actually, I can run the PPT obviously and complete the session. So the idea was to have some input from your side, right? What's your thought? And then that's why yesterday I posted that had a poll, like what you think, and then on various points. So let me start with my presentation, or you can please feel free to question any point. Okay, I hope my slides PPT is visible
Not visible.
right now.
So there is an option to share your screen. Kindly share your screen.
मैंने किया हुआ है that I already done. Anuraj is a presenter. 1 second. Anuraj.
We can see you, but not the PPT.
One second, sir. Pal, can you share PPT from your side if you can do it? I'm sorry for 1 second. I hope PPT is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Payal, for assisting. So, thank you very much all the participants for a great discussion. I really wanted to have input from your side. So again, you can see next slide. So what I'll be doing, please change slide. Payal. Second slide. Next. Payal, please change the slide. Second slide. Second.
Okay, sir.
Change. I will say next, so then go to only change one slide only. Go to second slide. I will say next, then we can keep moving. So, I'll be discussing like what are the points in the legal aid, and then what kind of work that can be done in the legal aid, and then what are the issues and challenges and the way forward. What new things can be done in the legal aid area that I'll be focusing on next. So we know, next slide. So we know, like, we have like constitution, like directive principles are there, and then preamble also talking about justice, liberty, equality, Article 14, 21, and then like 39, and especially focusing about the equal justice and free legal aid. We have provisions like, in CPC, CRPC also. Now, obviously, it's in BNSS, provisions are there. So in advocate rights, there's a legal aid committee. So this is again talking about the mechanism for the access to justice. Yeah, next. When we are talking about, goal of like legal education, so yesterday also sir discussed about, like, to teach law or making a lawyer. So this kind of questions, are keep coming in front of us, what to do. So the right to free legal aid, like, legal services, essential ingredient, right? So you can see, we are telling it's not a profession, it's a noble profession, like it's not money making purpose. I don't know how many are aware about the recent, judgment, right? So legal profession, it is not a business, right? There is a case of Vignesh, particularly Bar Council of, India. So many advocates, they're advertising. We are not allowed to advertise, like, on any platforms. So in that case, it happens, and then Bar Council also, they sent letter to all the Bar Council of, states, different states, all the states, right? And they ask, there's a reason, because we have a different provision. We are not allowed to advertise, and the state that the statement was made like it's not a profession. So that you can see, and then this is again, next slide. So the goal of legal education in one line, it's a social change, right? Please change the slide. Paul, please change the slide. Okay. So you can see, when you're talking about, the component of legal aid, it's not only like, when you're talking about legal aid of fighting out the cases, but again, the different like components are also there. Like for example, legal reforms are also talking about, it differs from like, like, law school to law school. For example, national level law schools, like national law school, or maybe, so in that students are from all over the India, and then language barriers is also there. In that case, it's like a law reform, or, like filing public interest litigation, that should be your core area rather than any other things. Legal aid, sorry, advice, awareness, that kind of, things can be. So you have to customize those things. So these are the component, not only fighting the cases, but again, what you can do it, right? Your find out your strength, right? Your students, administration, and what kind of support is available at your disposal. Or that way, so pick up these things, right? Or definitely you can pick up all, maybe one, two, three, four, whatever, up to you. You have to customize, and then carrying out different legal aid activity. Next. Next slide, Payal.
Sir changed.
And I'm not able to see.
Sir, is it visible now?
No, no, no. It's component of legal aid.
Sir,
You can
but I have changed it on my.
I'm trying for my side. I hope it will be visible. I hope it's visible slide.
No, sir.
Can anyone confirm?
No, sir, it's not visible.
No, sir.
Not see some.
Not visible.
Sorry. Second. Payal, please try again from your side.
Okay, sir.
Stopping video 1 second.
Hello, sir. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's visible now, sir. The slide is visible.
Participant, can you see the slide?
Yes, sir,
I'm
we
not
Yes,
can.
able
sir.
to.
Yes.
Now I am not able to see the slides. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Done.
Okay.
Else,
Payal,
can we
please.
make use of, excuse me, can we make use of whiteboard or Jamboard option?
1 second. Payal, please start the presentation. Yes, Payal, please start the presentation.
It's visible now.
Sir, I've shared it.
कौन सा slide है? Sorry, I am not able to see. I will.
The seventh one. Why to involve law students?
Okay, sorry. So I'll be read out from. Sorry, I am not able to see. Sorry for some technical reason. So again, for example, like why to involve law students? That is again very crucial question before faculty members and as for the as a student's perspectives also. So it's not about like giving a degree, right? Anything. Like, for example, take up any profession focusing on, for example, our legal profession. So the legal aid again, it's a very costly affair that we can see. Many are like, for example, I was reading one of the article, like 80 to 90% of the Indian population, it's eligible for free legal aid. You can imagine, because there is a criteria in Legal Services Authority. You can ask, like I yesterday I also floated a poll. So half of the, I would say, maybe, like 40% people are students, like from the I can see from the legal background, so they are not aware about this particular law, Legal Services Authority. So I have seen, you can ask right around you, you can do the basic survey, right? How many of people know about the Legal Services Authority Act 1987? Right, it came into force in 1995. So if you see, right, very very few people, let me tell you, I keep getting from all over the India. Then I ask, uh, are you are eligible for free legal aid? There is a law called Legal Services Authority, right? Answer is no. So you can see the way of, like, we have to make people aware about, and then different mechanisms are also there. Especially I have seen last 4 5 years in the field of legal aid. So again, legal aid can be provided at a very lower cost, and then teaching professor responsibility, right? As I told you in recent judgment, right? In, uh, the Vignesh Kumar, right, in Bar Council. So we cannot advertise. So in that, one of the in judgment statement. So legal profession is not a business, right? So that's why, again, there are ways people are, the professional advocates, they are doing advertisement by way of, different mechanisms are there. We are not going to detail, but again, online platforms, the profiles of lawyers are there, advocates are there on profile, and then they are getting business from that particular thing. That's why it is our responsibility to do something for the society. As rightly stated by Chief Justice of India yesterday, I also quoted, like, one for your kitchen and one for the society. Definitely, right, we have to also survive, right? We have to run our family also. We have to take care of ourselves, our family, and the surrounding. In that way, you can just find out the way, what way you can do some activities. And then this is a great platform, right, so to learn. So Patis also yesterday, like, rightly stated, like, legal aid is the best way to teach law, right? So many things, right? You are in first year, for example, you have learned, Consumer Protection Act, maybe secondary family law. And then see, like, the kind of question will come before you, you won't able to answer, because the practicality is missing, right? Whatever we are teaching right now. Next slide number 8. Yesterday, like, I was discussing with in MBA students, sir, there is always a gap, like what we are learning in classroom, and then maybe I told him, like, this happening in our legal field also, what we are teaching, and then students are telling, in fields it's something's very different. So this is the way, whatever things are coming to you. So deal with those situations, right? Learn, do research, and try to guide, right? After becoming advocate, very very difficult, right? Because there are certain expectation will be there. You are advocate, you are supposed to know, but as a student, definitely you can do, right, some involve yourself in different activities, whatever activities you are involved in. Like, for example, different clinics are there, right? In, for example, specified clinic, right? Not over, for example, some places only legal aid clinics is there. In that, like, different components of verticals are there, focusing on child law, or maybe labor law, or maybe a consumer law. So this kind of, cells are there, or maybe divisions are also there, depending upon the law schools and their, convenience. Uh, Go to slide number 8. Clinical legal education, again, it's really focusing on the doing approach, right? So learning by doing, right? You learn, right? You yourself involved in different activities. Students are involved in that activities. We go in field, interact with people, get back to them, right? Get them whatever capacity we are into. Now, it's not necessary. Like, for example, we just fighting out the cases, public interest litigation. The answer is no. Small cases, like, you can guide, like Consumer Protection Act. That's a very first year, first semester course. In that also, like, what kind of activities, we can do it, and then guide people in filing consumer complaint, guiding. Please change the slide file. Pile, are you there? Yeah. So I will keep naming the slide number. So please, be on that particular slide. So clinically education, again, is focusing on learning by doing, right? And then clinical legal education includes legal aid, right? For example, I'm teaching contract, right? So in that way, how to do, a practical approach, Indian contract law, labor law, right? any other subject, right? As I told you in the beginning, 95% of the subject you can have some practical approach in that way, right? How to draft, how to file case, right? Some practical exercise, right? In that way, simulation that can be done. So clinical education again, focusing on like it's really help educate people, right? There's always a gap what you are learning, what's happening on the ground, and then it's also professional ethics, right? So every profession, like uh, last week we had a program for the faculty members. So like clinical papers, there are four clinical papers in law schools, like ADR is there, like mooting, drafting and pleading, and professional ethics. So in that also faculty, like only two professions, like legal and medical profession, there is a they're focusing on the professional ethics. There is no subject like professional ethics in that curriculum. So that was the idea. Now legal aid is a compulsory in India. What is legal, having a legal aid clinic, yes or no? Slide number 10, next slide. Is it compulsory to have a legal aid clinic in law school? It's optional.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's compulsory. Yeah. Slide
Yes.
number 10, pile. It's a compulsory. Okay. Anyone else?
So instead of making compulsory subject, it will be better when we will have a legal aid committee in our faculty level.
Faculty level. Okay.
Yeah.
Pile, please change the slide. Okay.
Yes, sir,
So
we should have. We are having legal cell in our college, and those who are interested on their own voluntarily, they should come and join. It's voluntary.
yeah,
We can't force them. Some people they don't like to spend because expenses are there, minimum whatever. Without that, we cannot proceed. So we don't make it compulsory, but the legal cell is there voluntarily. Those who want to come and join can join.
yes, yes,
And we have many, many, many programs, awareness programs. We went to Vruddhashram also, gave them awareness, gave them legal aid help also. One female, she got back her own house, which she had lost, and her children had thrown her out. We held her illegally and we gave her that house.
sure, sure.
And
Pile, please
expensive.
change the pile, please change the slide. Slide number 10. So having a legal aid is a compulsion, right? Earlier it was not there. So you might have seen, right? Whenever bar council comes, right? And 95, let me tell you, 95% of the legal aid claim is on, it is on the paper, right? That is unfortunate. Pile, please change the slide. Go back, slide number 10. So it's a mandate. So again, definitely student they want to join legal aid clinic, right? So definitely they can join as a legal aid, part of legal aid clinic committee in that way, and do carrying out different kind of activities. So it's a compulsion, and as I told you, 95% it's on the paper. Unfortunately, we have to again, depending upon, like, there are issues like administration, faculty members, students, there are issues are there. Next slide. Now see the journey, like before that, what was the situation, right? You can see slide number. So this is a journey, right? There's a committee, Justice P.N. Bhagwati, and there was a chair. So you can see journey. It's not only this particular act, right? So committee was set up, right? And then 1976 article 39 was inserted, and there's again committee was like P.N. Bhagwati, Justice P.N. Bhagwati and Justice V.K. Krishna here, and they committed now. And then this is a brief journey, you can see. It's not only this particular law. Before there also committee was set up, and then article 39A, and in different levels. So this is the brief journey of legal aid in India, and now we are having this particular act or Legal Service Authority Act 1987, came into force in 1995. Next slide. So this is the parent act, you can say, Legal Service Authority, and different rules regulations are there. So can anybody tell me what are the rules regulation? Next slide, Payal. Which are the rules regulation under the Legal Service Authority? Yes, please. Pile, please change the slide.
Yes, sir, I have changed it. It's 12th.
Sorry, yeah. So, which are the rule regulations? Can anybody tell me what are the rule regulation schemes under the particular act?
Victim compensation.
Victim compensation. Okay. Then any other else?
Regulation.
NASA regulation. Okay.
Providing representation.
Pile slide not moving.
So 13th slide now.
It got stuck. There is a message. Sorry, participant, for this technical glitch. I will share this PPT already. That's why I'm sharing again in group. So different, like for example, there is a for children, for a woman, they different. Yeah, thank you. So different schemes are there. So act is there. There are rule regulations are also there, and different. So yes, yeah. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, now.
Hello. Yeah. So act is there, right? And then rule regulations are there, and different schemes are also there, right? On like compensation, and then AC detect survivor, and then children, right to, and then law school based legal aid clinics. So these are rule regulations are there. Unfortunately, for last I would say 5 6 years, I am also going through and also come across many things. Not only this particular act are there, but different schemes are also there, and then rule regulations, and then it not necessarily like only law school, right? So definitely they keep making appeal, uh, like so involvement of law students, especially final year law student in legal age activities. But again, we know the scenario what's happening. Bar Council of India a few years back, they wrote letter to all the legal education institutions, and then they ask adopt village nearby and then do certain activities, give the list of student around it. They ask for around 25 students and one two faculty coordinator in that way. So that way they appeal again. Things are out, and I have not seen any active outcome of this particular things. And every law schools are there, they're doing this particular activities. Go to slide number 15, pile. So what are the issues you can see? Then so lack of clinical legal education, the first point. Second is so dedicated to legal aid councils. So there are the issues. Slide number 15.
Yes,
And
sir,
then lot
it's
of,
15.
I don't know, participant, you can confirm it's moving or not. And what are the budget constraints? There are the issues, and then what kind of activities can be done. So that can be like these are the, like major issues that we have seen in these some legal activities. Now see the case number one, uh, slide number 16. Can you see slide number 16, participant?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Can any other participant help me in this running PPT? Sorry, I'm facing issue.
Now is it visible? Case number 1.
It is on slide number 12.
Sorry, I'm just ending this meeting and then sharing a Google Meet. I'm really sorry for this. I'm sharing a Google another link.
Could you please share the PPT for all the participants?
Yes, I'm just sharing, and then I'm ending the meeting right now. I'm sharing another link, Google Meet. I'm facing great trouble since morning. Sorry for this.
This PPT is already there in the